Hello everybody, my name is Average Election Enjoyer. Today on December 31st of 2025, I just first want to wish everybody a happy new year. That's when this video is going to be released. It's going to be the year 2026, so I hope everybody is going to have a fantastic new year and a fantastic 2026, of course. Here's to a good year in 2025, a good year in elections, a lot of very entertaining elections, a lot of videos. This has been the creation of my channel. I'd like to thank everybody for who's been watching my videos over this past year, and you can expect more videos upcoming in 2026. So I want to go over we saw a special election yesterday. As you can see, headline: Democrats retain Iowa Senate seat in West Des Moines after special election. This is coming from the Iowa Capitol Dispatch. This is an important election. As you can see, the second title saying Republicans will not have a supermajority in upcoming session. This, if Republicans were able to flip this seat, they would enjoy a special or a supermajority in the Iowa Senate. However, as we will see, the Democrats would ultimately come out on top in this seat. Renee Hardman, West Des Moines council member, has won the special election, which was Tuesday. Had some words to say about that. Unofficial results posted show Hardman gaining 71.5% of the vote, with 28.5% coming in for Lofton, which is the Republican. Lofton conceded the results. Of course, you wouldn't expect to see too much election denial in a small race like this. At least you'd hope so, for the sake of our election integrity. You like to see candidates who are willing to really admit that when they lose elections, it's for the good and the health of our nation, as you would know. So now we're gonna actually go really into the results. Renee Hardman, 71.4%, gaining 7,341 votes to Lucas Lofton, the Republican, 28.5%, 2,930 votes, with 11 votes coming in by way of write-in, for a total turnout of 10,282. Real quick, if this would load, I'd like to. There we go. This is the district map. As you can see, it is in fact West Des Moines here, right near their international airport, inside of course, Iowa. Right there is where the district is. As this is a state senate, these seats are actually pretty large compared to a lot of even the state houses. Not especially the state houses is significantly larger in terms of the area and population. So that's why you see 10,000 people voting when some of these other smaller state house and state assembly elections only having a couple thousand people. Now, of course, this is a special election, turnout and not as high. We haven't, again, seen a election that you can really look at since the Tennessee special election, which was midterm level turnout. You won't probably see anything like that from any of these special elections for the upcoming year, at least until 2026, the midterms. That's when you're, of course, going to see the big results, but you're not going to really see an indicator like that. However, we can continue to see, if we look at these last years, Democrats continuing to overperform. Here in 2024, they had a Claire Chelsea defeating Joshua Smith 69.5 to 29.6. With a total election turnout of 31,000 as compared to, of course, 10,000. So about a third of turnout. They didn't even have a Republican run in this election. I believe that is I'd like to fact check this first. Oh no, sorry, this is a Republican. However, I'm guessing he just declared as an independent in this specific election. Who knows though? It's hard to say. However, 69.5 to 29.6. So you can see slight Democratic overperformance from 24 to 25 in this seat, with much higher turnout in the past year. And then in 2020, 75.7 to 22.9, 16,000 votes to 5,000. So as you can see, this was not an amazing election for Democrats. There was still, of course, a increase in support from 2024 into 2025. Small decrease for Republicans, small increase for Democrats. However, they didn't do as well as they did in 2020 in this election. So this is not a huge increase for Democrats like what we've been seeing in these other elections. However, it is still a improvement for the Democrats. Republicans would be happy with this result, because if this was 80-20, then that would be a result that Democrats would really be excited by. However, but if Republicans wanted a result, they'd be excited. They would have improved the margins here. They would have brought it to 30, 35 would have been fairly good margins in this case. However, it was a fine result for both parties. This is probably the best result I've seen for Republicans so far, because they didn't really lose by much more than they did in 2024. So I'd say a improvement for the Republicans, just in time for the new year. So Republicans maybe have a sort of boost coming into 2026. That is my takeaway from this special election. However, Democrats did get the job done, and won in a big way to keep their supermajority. That's something I want to end the video on. I want to reiterate the importance of these special elections. If you remember, with the redistricting wars that we are still having, that the reason these Iowa, like these state Senate seats and these assembly seats and these representatives, why these seats are so important is they are the make or break for this redistricting war and what are going to be these other policy battles we might have in the future. The state legislators are the ones who really decide the maps that their states have, and they decide all sorts of other very important things. They decide on how they're going to elect their people who elect president and whatnot. The states have a lot of power. The state congresses have a lot of power, and of course, as I said, redistricting, but among other things that impact our national government. So these elections are very important because this took the Republicans from a supermajority, which might allow them to really gerrymander their state, versus now it's going to be a big struggle to even confirm some member for the governor to confirm their nominees for their state government. That is how important these special elections are. That is why Democrats winning them is a good thing for the Democrats. It's going to help them in terms of, as I said, not only with this redistricting war, but with all sorts of other unprecedented future conflicts that you might see, because the state of politics right now is kind of crazy. So that's just a little thing I wanted to talk about, is how important these special elections are. If you have upcoming special elections that are deciding your local Senate and your local your state house and all that, you might want to vote for those. They're very important elections, as are every election. It's always good to be an informed voter, voting even in these lower turnout elections. So I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day.